Hello everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at Screencastify and Loom for two different apps that let you record your screen. This is going to be especially good if you need to create instructional videos for your students. Both of these apps are browser extensions, both available in the Chrome Web Store for free. We're going to use just the free versions of both of these. What I have up on screen right now is a list of some of the features of some of the best free screen recording options out there. We'll just focus on the top two, Screencastify and Loom, for today. So the first one, Screencastify, is an app that lets you, of course, record your screen along with your webcam if you like, and you can make as many videos as you want. You can download them as an MP4 or as a GIF, and you can upload those videos straight into your Google Drive, and there's even a button that will let you take those videos and post them directly into Google Classroom as well. Now the downside is you only get a 5-minute limit per video, but you can make as many videos as you want. They just have to be a max of 5 minutes each. The other one we'll look at today is Loom. This one is very similar to Screencastify. It does functionally the same thing, but you get unlimited video creation and you get unlimited recording duration, so you can make as long videos as you want. And same thing as Screencastify, you can download it as an MP4, or it'll give you a link that will go straight to the video, and either way you can post that right into your Google Classroom as well. Now the downside with Loom is the free extension, the free version, only records in standard definition. I believe it's 480p, so the quality won't be as good. It's still going to be fine for instructional purposes, like if you're using like a slideshow. And it's not going to have any of the annotation tools in the free version as Screencastify has. So it's just kind of pros and cons that you'll have to weigh for yourself for the things that you want if you're creating instructional videos. But with that said, let's go ahead and dive into our first app, which is Screencastify. So I'll take you through how to use it, and then I'll show you how to install it, and then we'll also look at how to use it with Google Classroom. Alright, so in order to use Screencastify, we'll have the extension installed, and we'll see it floating up in the top right corner of our browser at the end of the address bar. Screencastify is the one with a little arrow with a camera in it, and when we click on it, it's going to open up the extension here. And if it's your very first time in, it'll have you log in with an account. You can just do the sign in with Google version and just sign in with your school Google account, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to put in a credit card or anything like that. Alright, and then as soon as you're in here, you can choose what you are going to record. So you can record just an individual tab like this. We can record your entire desktop, meaning everything that you have on your screen. Even if you minimize your browser, you can record other stuff. So like if you have a PowerPoint slideshow that you want to show students, you can do that. Or you can do your webcam only. You can also include your microphone, and you can also include your embedded webcam along with what you are recording. If you're using just the webcam only, obviously that goes away because it's the same thing. But no, most of the time, most people will use the desktop. And of course, if you are doing some narration, if you're doing an instructional video, you'll probably want to choose desktop, choose microphone, and probably embedded webcam as well. Okay. Under this More Options button below there, we have a couple more options here. We'll have a countdown timer to let you know when it's giving you a countdown for your so you're ready to start recording. You can choose how long the countdown is. I'll just leave it on 3 seconds here. I'm going to turn on the drawing tools. So this is one of those things that's nice with Screencastify, is it lets you do little annotations or drawing on the screen. You can also include your system audio. So if you have some audio that you are playing on your screen, you can include that as well. And you can also have a webcam preview if you'd like. So if you have your webcam turned on, you can have a little preview there for you, so you can see yourself and what you're going to be, what students will see rather when they go and watch your recording. Okay, so then once you have all of your settings decided, we'll go ahead and click this record button at the bottom. There's me in the corner. And this first pop-up window is asking you which screen you want to record. The reason it asks you this is because if you have like a two-screen setup, it has to ask which screen it's going to record. I'm just on a regular laptop right now. I only have one screen plugged in, so there's only one for me to pick. So I'll just give a single click on that one, make sure it's highlighted, and then I'll click on share. As soon as I do that, notice the countdown. Then now it's recording. So down here in the bottom left corner, because I turned on that drawing tools option when I was doing my setup, I have all these options here. So I have this focus mouse button, which is kind of nifty. It lets me go around, and wherever my mouse goes, it kind of has like a little highlighter spotlight thing on it. And as I'm recording here, I can just go into whatever page I want. If I want to go over to different pages, if I want to go into, my Google Drive or Google Classroom, if I'm doing like an instructional video for my students, I can come in here and go find a slideshow for them. And if I just want to do basically like a direct instruction notes section here, I can just have my slideshow pulled up here. I can, if this loads up for me here, and there we go. And once I have this loaded up here, I can just go straight into the present mode. Or it might be easier if I leave it right in this mode, and I can talk about whatever lesson I'm doing here. Okay. And the nice thing about this is these are recorded lectures, so students can come in and watch this stuff whenever they want, and they can rewind to the teacher, which is something they can't normally do. And of course, they can just see everything that's on your screen here, so you can just have your slideshow ready to go. And just like I was kind of talking about before, we can have our little cursor highlighter here. So if I'm talking about something important, I can kind of highlight some of that stuff. There's also different things that let me show no cursor at all, or if I want to have a highlight clicks button. So like when I come in and click on something, it kind of makes like a little red droplet for me. Then we also have like the drawing tools down here as well, and whenever we want to kind of circle or highlight something on the screen, there it is. It's going a little laggy for me because I'm recording things twice right now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my Screencastify recording. I'm recording with another outside program to make this video. That's why it looked a little bit laggy. But even on a very slow, simple Chromebook, let me pause that. It's going to work very smoothly. I haven't seen really any examples where it was particularly laggy or anything like that. In this case, the reason it showed lag there is because I'm recording two things on top of each other. Okay. In your cases, you'll just be recording one video, so you'll be totally fine. Okay. So once you are finished recording your video, again, all that stuff down in the bottom left lets you do those little annotations, and you can kind of fiddle around with each of those. You'll notice in order to stop that video, I went up to the top of the screen here. I'll kind of show that again here. Let me go ahead and mute this so I don't hear myself twice. And when I came to the end of the video, notice I came up to the top of the screen and clicked on the Screencastify icon again and hit the stop button. That's how you stop recording. Okay. You'll notice you can also pause and reset and just throw away your recording if need be. All right, so once you're done recording, you'll have the option of coming in here and do a little bit of editing to your video. One thing I always recommend is renaming it. So up in the top left here, we can just give it a new name here. It's always going to call it untitled and then the date and time. So I'll just call this Screencastify tutorial. Okay. And then below that, down here in the main part of the page, we have our video, of course. If I want to trim it, I can just drag the scissors to whichever sections I want to cut out. It does have to be like one contiguous piece. You can't kind of chop a piece out in the middle, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and save that trim. Okay. And then one thing you'll notice over here on the right-hand side is we have a bunch of Google integrations over here. So at the very top here, we have Google Drive, copy shareable link. So this lets us copy a link. It just copies it right to our clipboard. So that means we can go and share this link out with whoever we want. When somebody clicks on the link, they can go and watch our video right away. Below that here we have a link that says Share to Classroom. When we click on that, it opens up this pop-up window for us, and we can just come in here and pick whichever classroom we want. So here's my example class, and maybe I'll create an assignment. I'll say go, and here it is. This is just like a little mini version of Google Classroom right here for us. So here's this Screencastify tutorial. Maybe I'll say watch the video and complete the worksheet. Okay, and now right now here's the video that I just made a couple of minutes ago, and maybe I want to include a an additional assignment or like an additional thing to do. In this case, since I did it right from Screencastify, I don't have the option to add another file, but if I assign it right now, and then I go ahead and hop over to my Google Classroom, it's classroom.google.com, of course. I can go into my classroom where I just posted the Screencastify assignment here. Go under View Assignment. Oops, excuse me. I'm sorry, not View Assignment. I want to edit the assignment. 3 dots and then Edit Assignment. Pardon me. And now notice we'll have these Add or Create buttons. So if I have like a worksheet or like a study guide that kind of goes along with the instructional video that I made for my students, let's just pretend that this worksheet right here goes along with this instructional video for students. And of course, I'll kind of set it up for whatever permissions I want, and then set my point values and all that fun stuff, and go ahead and save that. And that's it. That's all we have to do to take a Screencastify video, to make a Screencastify video, save it, and go and put it into Google Classroom. Now, if you forgot the step, if you forgot to click on this Share to Classroom, or if you weren't ready to share it to your classroom yet, we can still do that as well. So let's say we are in our Google Classroom, we want to make a new assignment here. We can still go and grab the video right from our Google Drive. Remember how I said that when you create a Screencastify video, it saves it automatically into your Google Drive. So when you come into create assignment, you can go ahead and click on the Google Drive option, and you'll find under the Recent button, your Screencastify video that we just made is going to show up there. Okay? The reason it's there, again, is because Screencastify will automatically make a video for you. I'm sorry, will automatically put the video in your Google Drive for you. All right. Here is the folder where everything is going to be held. Screencastify automatically makes this folder for you in your Google Drive. So it's just a folder called Screencastify. When you open it up, here are all your Screencastify videos. I have a bunch of them, obviously. And the one I just made is right here. There it is. I have mine in alphabetical order, so I just named it Screencastify, so I found the S's, and there it is. Okay. So that is Screencastify. Now, our other one that we want to look at is Loom, and like I said before, it's functionally the same thing, though really only the difference is you get unlimited recording duration, which is awesome, but the downside is the recording is only in standard definition, so it's not going to look as good. It'll still be plenty readable, and you also don't get the little drawing annotation tools, the cursor highlighter, that sort of thing. You don't get those in the free version of Loom. So if you need to make a longer video, Loom might be a better option. So let's take a look at how to use Loom now. All right, so I'll just kind of start from a blank page here. And if we come over to the Loom icon up here, it's going to be found in your at the very top right of your screen, at the end of your address bar, just like Screencastify. This one kind of looks like a kind of a swirly flower-looking thing. We'll go ahead and give that a click. And when we go ahead and sign in here, just like before, we're going to pick all of our settings, and you'll notice me down in the bottom left corner this time, and that's where the webcam, the integrated webcam, is going to show up. So let's go ahead and kind of run through everything here. So when we record, do we want the screen and the camera, or the screen only? There we go, I disappeared. Or do I want my camera only? All right. So of course the choice is yours. You can use whichever one that you like. I'll just do screen only here. And of course you can do the full desktop or just your current tab. Most of the time what I recommend is do screen and cam with desktop. And you'll probably want to do your microphone audio. Okay? And we'll go ahead and start this. And just like in Screencastify, we'll have this little pop-up that asks which screen are you wanting to record. Again, the purpose of that is if you have like a 2-monitor setup, has to ask which screen do you want me to record. So we'll just have to pick the only option here. We'll say share. Here it gives us our countdown just like before. And here we go. It's now recording, and we can go ahead and do whatever we want. So if, again, we want to come in here and start doing our lesson. So if I have a slideshow that's up and ready that I want to start recording with Loom here, I can absolutely do that. So if I have my slideshow up, I can do all that same fun stuff as before. Down in the bottom left, again, you'll be able to kind of change your webcam size. Of course, I just have my avatar picture up there, so I'll kind of minimize that away. And you can choose to show or hide the menu. You can choose your camera settings. You can cancel the recording with the X. You can pause it with the pause button, or you can hit the the green checkmark button once you're all done. Just like Screencastify, you could also come up to the icon up in the top right, and it's going to finish out that recording for you. It's going to automatically take you over to a new tab, and it's going to show you your video. All right, so right now it's processing, so it's going to take just a second here to show us the rest of the video here once it finishes uploading. And you'll notice over on the right-hand side, here is our link that goes straight to our video. You can choose your privacy settings. For students, and what I kind of generally recommend is just sticking with the link sharing option. That basically means only the people that you give the link to can go and find your video. It's not going to be like widely available on the internet. Just nobody can Google to find your video. All right. Then down below that, this is where we can go ahead and give it a new name. So Loom tutorial. All right. And then below that, here I can download it. So I can download it as an MP4 if I want. I can go ahead and duplicate the video if I want, or delete it. Here's also the share button, so I can. It's another way to copy the link. I can also create a GIF out of it as well, share it to other platforms. If you want to put this into your Google Drive, you'll have to kind of do a little extra step here. It's not too bad, but in order to save it into your Google Drive, you'll have to hit the download button. It's going to download it just like whenever you download anything. So there it is. It's an MP4 file. Then over in our Google Drive, if I wanted to save this, I can just grab it right from the bottom bar here and drop it into whatever folder I want or anywhere in my Google Drive, and it'll upload it for me. Okay, so that was the way we were able to take Loom videos. If you want to do to put a Loom video into Google Classroom, let me show you how to do that real quick. So just like before, when we go into our Google Classroom, we'll go ahead and create an assignment. It can be assignment, it can be a material, whatever one you want to do. I'll just do assignment here. And if I wanted to do, I'll say Loom video here, put it in the title. And in this case, maybe I'll do a link. And this should still be on my clipboard. There it is. And so when students come in here and look at this assignment, they're going to see this link here that goes right to the video that we just made. All right. So again, the big difference between these two apps, between Screencastify and Loom, is Screencastify it's a little bit higher quality. You get the drawing tools, but you only get 5 minutes for recording. With Loom, you get unlimited recording time, but it only records in standard definition. Not to say it looks bad, but it's just not as good, and you don't get the little drawing tools. Okay. So one other tip I would recommend is if you are creating instructional videos, I would say include your webcam. Kids are going to do a little bit better of a job. They tend to do a little bit better of a job and pay more attention, and it's a little bit more engaging when they see you in there. With the coronavirus going around and all this weird stuff happening, seeing their teacher again will bring a little bit of normalcy into things. All right. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Keep tuned to training.neonet.org. This is our technology integration website for more resources under the resource library. If we go under school closing resources, this is going to be a continually updating list of resources for teachers and students to refer back to, and I'll continue to update this with more information and more goodies that as it comes along. All right. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hi again, everybody. Sorry to make you think that was the end of the video. As I was finishing recording the original main part of the video, I just got an email saying, hey, Loom is now making Loom Pro free for education forever, which is awesome. So if you are looking for a screen recorder, Loom might be the better option to go with here. So if you go to loom.com and just sign up with your school account, you should be able to get the Pro version here, which lets you do unlimited uploading to Loom's own storage, and it lets you record in a higher quality than before. And I believe with the Pro version, you also get the drawing tools, if I'm not mistaken. All right, that was your extra little update. Now we're actually at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.